into the forest. One night I was wakened by a terrible sound. The next morning all was quiet. Dad wasn't there. I asked Mom when he was coming back, but she didn't know. I miss Dad. The next day, Mom asked me to take a cake to Grandma, who was not feeling well. You know, because when you're sick, cake makes you feel better. I love Grandma. She always tells me such fantastic stories. There are 2 ways to get to Grandma's house. The long way round, which takes a long time, or the short way through the forest. Don't go into the forest, said Mom. Go the long way round. But that day, for the first time, I chose the quick way. I wanted to be home in case Dad came back. After a short while, I saw a boy. Do you want to buy a nice Milky Moo cow? He asked. No, I said. Why would I want a cow? I'll swap it for the sweet fruity cake in your basket, he said. First of all, how did he know there was a fruity cake in her basket? No, it's for my sick grandma, I said, and walked on. I'm sick, I heard him saying. I'm sick. I went further into the forest. I met a girl with golden hair. What a sweet little basket, she said. What's in it? A cake for my grandma, I said. She's sick. I'd like a nice cake like that, she said. I walked on and could hear her saying, but it's a nice little cake. I'd like one like that. The forest was becoming darker and colder, and I saw 2 other children huddling by a fire. Have you seen our Dad and Mom? The boy asked. No, have you lost them? They're cutting wood in the forest somewhere, said the girl, but I wish they'd come back. As I walked on, I could hear the dreadful sound of the girl crying, but what could I do? I was getting very cold and wished that I'd brought a coat. Suddenly, I saw one. It was nice and warm. But as soon as I put it on, I began to feel scared. I felt that something was following me. I remembered a story that Grandma used to tell about a bad wolf. I started to run, but I couldn't find the path. I ran and ran deeper into the forest, but I was lost. Where was Grandma's house? At last, there it was. I knocked on the door and a voice called out, "Who's there?" But it didn't really sound like Grandma's voice. It's me, I brought a cake from Mom. I pushed the door open a little. Come in, dear, the strange voice called. I was terrified. I slowly crept in. There in Grandma's bed was Grandma. Come here, love, she sniffed. How are you? I'm all right now, I said. Then I heard a noise behind me and turned around. Dad! I told them everything that had happened. We all had a hot drink and I ate 2 pieces of Mom's delicious cake. Then we said goodbye to Grandma, who was feeling much better. When we got home, I pushed open the door. Who's there? A voice called. It's only us, we said. And Mom came out smiling.